The Hoosiers headed for the ball, and we are ready for action. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Throwing, Underwood. Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed in the middle. It's Marshall. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
David, I've been so impressed watching this five-star true freshman and how he's played early this year. I think everybody knew he was physical and he could run and he had speed, but this is a guy that can catch the ball, he can block, he can do a lot of different things in this offense. The moment has just never seemed too big for him.
Yeah, I think mentally, physically is never really an issue with a lot of freshmen. It's always the mentally. Makes
the grab and room to run. Touchdown, Wolverines! A great catch and run for 6.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like them, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
And he tacked on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Now the Wolverines call. Out it's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Grabbed behind the line, it's Meee. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Takes a handoff, it's Meee. Snowed under by the defense.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it down the field. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers. Extra point here will tie the game.
But we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Quick handoff. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Play fake, Underwood. Looking for space to the left. Trying to escape and get it himself. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use his speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
It'll be 3rd and long. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Finds a man on the right. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all.
It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. Knocked down quickly after the pick, but that offense says thank you very much, and they'll have it at the 43. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Hoover. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
We don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players, and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Well, on the sideline, got it in the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Making side adjustments here. They'll try the left side. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll go right back to him. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
I love when offenses are stubborn and they run the football. That's a really good thing. Those are body blows that sometimes throughout a game can lead up. But the offensive line, they got to pave a little bit better room. Like, there needs to be a little bit more room so this guy can break free and get in the open field, try to make a play. Now it's 3rd and 6, so now probably a passing situation.
They go play action, Bryce Underwood. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Running inside, it's Beebe.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like, the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a...
Makes the catch, and he's free. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
The Hoosiers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to pass, it's Hoover. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. Let's take a look at how these quarterbacks have fared in the early going after the first period. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air.
Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Smashes it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff that becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've...
Here's a little room there. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that ball.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Man, you gotta love the safety's eyes on that play. He didn't get lost. He didn't get enamored with everything that was going on in front of him, playing pass down the field. He locked eyes on that running back, saw the screen develop, comes upfield, makes the play, makes the sound tackle.
Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
To the air, it's Hoover. Fires to the middle. It's complete. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Snags it, and he's open. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. And the Hoosiers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. The snap sets up the throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. The throw. He's got it on the run. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is perfect. The lead now 6 here in the second.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Coming out with it, it's Stewart. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So here comes the Michigan offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just sit.
There he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. He got a step and just dusted the field. Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Meee, able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Looking left. He makes a catch. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Meee. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. To give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. On the draw, it's Meee. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's pass. Didn't happen that time, and the defense was able to get a negative play.
Fires to the wideout. Got a man. It's Marsh. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
On the option. Now the pitch. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting.
Touchdown, Indiana! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The lone back's got it. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Underwood. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Dropping back, it's Underwood. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Throwing right. Got him downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Right down the middle. Makes a connection. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Here's Underwood to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Michigan! And we've got a shootout.
And with that score, they now tie the game. The extra point will give them the lead. Maybe they'll be able to take that lead in at halftime. That is huge for their momentum. That touchdown, massive for their confidence as well. And they're going to have to make a few tweaks here at halftime. They're going to have to do things a little bit differently in the second half. But no doubt about it, that touchdown was huge for this offense.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? First play of the drive, wants to throw. Pocket breaking down. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Looking deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Oh, look out on the right. Touchdown, Indiana! They are lining up the scoreboard. Every touchdown has an answer, it seems.
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution down the stretch. Take the lead, take most of the clock, and you get the ball coming out. Way to close this first half. Great execution.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We start with Arizona taking on the BYU Cougars. And it's Arizona engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Martin. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside of wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are...
Gets loose in the middle. Touchdown, Hoosiers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
In the red area, it's Martin. He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. And the returner will be dragged down.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line. And the Wolverines headed quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And they're able to get him down.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Underwood on the play action. Buys a little time. Unleashes one. Complete in the middle. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. They're on that third down.
Maybe some room here. Got enough for the first. The 10. Touchdown, Michigan. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. His third touchdown of the game and 12th of the season. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
He'll bring it out. It's Morris. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Can't get him to the ground. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Unloads to the right. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And this D needs more of that, man. Like, this is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. The Hoosiers decide to punt it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. It'll go out of bounds. Depends on where they spot it, but looks as if it'll be around the 45. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Play action with Underwood. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man on the right. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. The Wolverines, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. The run to the left. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
That's what a modern fullback has to do, almost like a tight end, to be able to be there and be available for the quarterback in the passing game, Jeff.
Yeah, you got to be able to do a lot of different things, Reese, no doubt about it. It's not just blocking, but it's lining up at different spots all over the field as well, running routes, and then being a viable option for your quarterback.
That ball was nearly intercepted. They'll live to tell about it. Third down coming up.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
They're working that left side. Touchdown, Wolverines! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. They have not been able to cover this guy all day.
No, I tell you what, this offense is featuring him. They're doing a really good job. This guy's explosive. He's dynamic. He's making big plays. And, heck, yeah, I'm going to get him the football as many ways as I can. Kudos to the offense for finding the gap.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one, and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Wants to fire on second down. Unloads it left. Finds a man in the middle. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Gonna run it. It's Martin. Got a little grass. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. This time he wants to throw. Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. They're looking for an advantage to the right. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The play-action fake. Fires to the middle. Trying to barrel in. You always hear, put it on the tight end's body, Jesse, but with this guy, you don't have to all the time.
No, he's got long arms, Reese, and he's athletic. I mean, this guy can jump. He can go vertical. He can go horizontal. And that, my friend, was a stab. That was incredible.
And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the fourth quarter. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Touchdown, Indiana! They move on top here in the fourth. The Hoosiers right back at him.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. And the returner will be knocked down. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Underwood.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Unloads it downfield. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. To the air, it's Hoover. Fires to the middle. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Quarterback making adjustments. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Chambers. And the big gain. They've got it on the 46.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Under fire. It's complete to the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They make the stop, and he's got enough to move the chains, and they just had to have that 4th down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. And the Wolverines have this offense rolling. Underwood. They'll run the screen. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
That's really good eye discipline by the safety. Great job not getting his eyes lost. It looks like pass immediately. He locks in on the running back. He sees the screen develop, fires upfield, pulls the trigger, and makes the tackle.
Punts it out of the air. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Lined up in the gun on third down, Underwood. Forced out of the pocket. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible. The defense uses a timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. Trying to make magic with his feet. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Martin. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their 2nd. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead. Late in the fourth quarter, inside of a minute, I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
Finding some room. The tag. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hoosiers. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. Game is essentially over right now, and you wonder if it's really necessary to jack up the score like this.
It might not be necessary, but I won't be forgotten. I can tell you that, because coaches, they don't forget things like this. Late in games, you want to run the score up, get that extra touchdown. I'll get the chance in the future to do this back to you. I like it. Just keep it in the back of your mind.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Underwood to throw. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Buchanan. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Again, it's Underwood. Going for it all. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.